Well, this is amazing. Beth, the Summit Historical Society is celebrating 30 years.
It's an anniversary. I love that, Paula.
And not only that, we are in store for some wonderful treats. There are 20 restaurants and vendors who are participating in this event tonight.
This taste of Summit smells so good wafting out the door. I can't wait to get inside.
I know. We are going to go inside. I'm Paula Mooney, and this is my co-host, Beth Brier, and we are going to eat up a storm.
I hope so.
And I'll have a wine eventually.
And we have a number of wonderful participants here. I'll put on my intelligent glasses and read them. We have Brownie Points Bakery, The Committed Pig, which is new to our area, Doria's Pizza, Fiorino, 16 Handles, Hat Tavern, which is located right here in the Summit Hotel, Huntley Tavern, La Pastaria, Marco Polo Restaurant and Tavern, The Meat House, Natale Summit Bakery, yum, The Office Tavern and Grill, Piatino, which is new to Summit, Roots Steakhouse, Shunju, Starbucks Coffee Company, the Summit Diner, the iconic Summit Diner, Sweet Nothings, Winberies Restaurant and Bar, and Zappia's Brick Oven Pizza and Delicatessen. So, Paula.
So, you know, I've been to a lot of these establishments, and I know so have you. But 3 of them have been here for 30 years, and they are going to be acknowledged tonight for participating for 3 decades, and that's quite a lot. I believe that they would be the Summit Diner and
Natale's Bakery.
And there's one more. Oh!
Downstairs, right here in the Summit Hotel, the Hat Tavern, which used to be called the Hunt Club.
Right, and we have to say a special thank you to the Grand Summit Hotel for allowing us to intrude in their lobby and showcasing this great event for the Historical Summit Society, and all of the proceeds go to support the Carter House in Summit. It is a society that preserves all of the archives of the homes and the city of Summit.
And Paula, if you get a chance, right here by that beautiful fireplace at the Grand Summit are some fabulous historic photographs of classic buildings you will not recognize. Overlook Hospital or the library or the Y. You'll be surprised.
Well, you know what? I say it's time to go in because it smelled so good and I'm hungry, so let's eat.
Let's eat.
The Marco Polo restaurant is here tonight, and it's a great place to eat for continental foods. We have in back of us some trays, and Hi, I'm Paula.
Hello, how are you? I'm James.
James, tell us what we have tonight.
Today we have a meat tortellini with a creamy Alfredo and peas and prosciutto ham. And then we have a spinach pie, spanakopita with feta cheese and phyllo dough.
Paula, Sunjo has been in town a year already. They have Asian fusion food. It's great for lunch. I've been there for dinner. They have lunch specials. I see some sushi, some fabulous cooked food. I think it's going to be a great taste. What do you have here in the trays for us?
Well, we have the fried calamari over there and sole filet over here and the all different kind of roll over here.
What a great sampling. You waste no time, my dear.
Delicious.
All right, we're over at La Pastaria. Now, I don't know about you, but anything with the name pasta in it is really good.
Well, they have a traditional Italian rice ball. It's made with rice and cheese. It's fried, and it's really quite good.
Oh, you're getting the whole works here. Oh, you're treating her very well. Good job. All right, Paula, let us know.
Now, wait a minute. There's cheese in here. Oh.
Ooh, there's everything in there. Oh, there's peas, cheese, sauce. I was giving you the microphone to see if you could hear you chew. Good.
Oh, it's delicious.
Okay, what? Our camera crew is looking at it. We might have to give them a taste.
have to tell you, I love shellfish, and I smelled the mussels and garlic in back of me.
It smells fabulous. Here at Winberies, are you game for the sample?
I am.
Paul, I'm getting jealous. You're getting all the good samples.
I don't need a fork with this.
Go, Paula. Go, Paula. Go, Paula. Well done. And very neat. Look, nothing on you.
I'm not going to kiss anyone after this.
The Huntley Tavern is on Morris Avenue in Summit, right across from the Summit Car Wash.
I know I've had a couple of cocktails there, and I'm going to taste the duck pate.
Ooh. Okay.
You know, this is not fair. I'm doing all the eating. Oh, and you're staying skinny.
Oh, Paula, I'm waiting for the desserts. How is it? Good job, Huntley Tavern.
Beth, I think this is a new restaurant in Summit.
Paula, I think you're right. The Committed Pig, this is their third location, and they are serving up some pulled pork mac and cheese. And look at this, brie and fig crostini.
Now, am I going to try this or are you?
Switch.
How does it taste? Well, I mean, brie and fig, come on. That's a good combination, right? Now, all you need is a glass of wine. I found you your pasta from Doria's Pizza and Pasta.
Oh, you know me well.
Well, who doesn't like Italian food, right?
Is this a challenge?
Sure, chow down.
Okay.
Beth, growing up in Brooklyn, Sunday afternoon was always pasta day.
Oh, how wonderful.
So it's a Sunday afternoon in Summit, so mangia.
Grazie. Good, right?
Brings me back to Mama's home. Beth, it's still Sunday afternoon, which means more Italian.
Paula, it's perfect with me.
Now, from Zappia's, we have
I see meatballs,
Eggplant
parmesan, which they are well known for. People come from all over to have that eggplant.
and
Stuffed mushrooms.
with.
Ooh.
Okay, so who's going to try this?
Okay, it's your turn. I can't,
All right,
I can't
so
keep
I'm-
it all to myself.
Okay.
I would love to, but I can't.
Now, if I have any more garlic, no one is going to talk to me tonight. But it's worth it.
I think everyone's having the garlic tonight. And okay, she's not talking and she's eating. That's a good thing.
That's good.
It looks good. Enjoy.
Beth, you know you don't have to go to New York City anymore to get a wonderful steak. We have it right in Summit.
I see this, Paula, and Roots Steakhouse is located in the historic Roots building, right in Summit, and I think that's appropriate right here for the Historic Society.
I remember the old Roots. It was a men's haberdashery store, and it had beautiful brickwork. It's a beautiful atmosphere, and what they've done is made it truly into an old-fashioned steakhouse.
And we've been there many times. We've had a lot of family celebrations, including graduations, birthdays, and I tell you, this just looks delicious. Are you sure it's not your turn to eat?
No, honey, you eat it. You're too skinny.
Oh, thank you, dear. Okay, here it goes.
I am talking to this beautiful Italian girl, and she wrote a wonderful book, and her name is Rosella Arago.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, you are. You got it right because you're from Brooklyn. So.
That's true. And Rosella is with her nonna.
Hello everybody, I'm Nonna Romana.
Oh, isn't she? Now, tell us something. The book was inspired by the cooking with your grandmother.
The book was inspired by my web series that I do on YouTube, Cooking with Nonna. And of course, that web series started with my own grandmother, but then it quickly grew into including many other grandmothers from different regions of Italy. And the book is a collection of 110 recipes and life stories by 25 different Italian grandmothers.
Well, we have to show the book here because I think it's a wonderful, wonderful concept. You know, the art of cooking Italian food from your grandmother is really endangered.
Yeah.
It's really, our culture is being lost.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's so amazing about the Italian American culture is that so much of our tradition and customs is in our food and our recipes. So I wanted there to be a place for people that maybe lost their nonna or didn't grow up with one to go and to have some kind of point of reference to making a sauce or making pasta.
And you also have a blog, or no, a TV?
A web series.
A web series.
Yes.
And if I wanted to watch it?
Yeah, it's called Cooking with Nonna on YouTube.
Well, I have to tell you, I have seen a few of them, and they are really wonderful. It brings back days of cooking in the kitchen with my mother and grandmother. It's a great book. If someone is interested in buying the book, how do we get it?
Well, if you're interested in buying the book, just head to my website, cookingwithnonna.com. You can purchase autographed copies there, and then we have all the other buying options.
Okay. So, Paula, it's true that we eat with our eyes, but in this case, we're also eating with our ears because I can hear that shrimp sizzling behind us, and it looks and sounds fabulous. Now you tell us how it tastes. And the verdict?
Now, if I had a little pasta over this, a little linguine.
Spoken like a true foodie. So we're here at the Grand Summit Hotel, the Hat Tavern. Right downstairs is one of the 3 establishments.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Keep eating. I'm talking. One of the 3 establishments being honored tonight for participating for 30 years. So the Hat Tavern here at the Grand Summit in this beautiful room is one of them, and it looks like it absolutely lives up to its reputation.
I'm talking to the owner, proprietor of the Summit Diner, which is a landmark on Summit Avenue in downtown Summit. Jimmy, you know, words can't say how much people love the Summit Diner.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
I mean, it's truly a landmark.
Well, it's been there forever almost, you know.
Who started it originally?
Gumas was George Gumas, I think.
Okay.
Frank Diakis.
Now, Greek guys?
Greek guys, yeah.
Okay.
I think Gumas started it in 1928, and then when they made it bigger in 1939, which is the existing building now, is they brought in Frank Diakis.
And when did you?
My family bought it in 1964 from Frank Diakis. And
you haven't stopped working since.
Well, I bought it from my father-in-law in '85. I was working there right out of high school, so 1980. So I've been there the longest. So.
And you look terrific. You look so young. Now listen, everybody loves the sliders.
Yes.
Right? Now tell me about the slider.
Well, it's Taylor ham, egg and cheese, and potato on a Natale roll.
And it slides down.
Slides down.
It slides down. Also, now tell me if this is true or not.
What's that?
Did the author Hemingway frequent the Summit Diner?
Supposedly, you know, the Black Raven, you can look it up. I was told it was, you know, I wasn't around then, so.
Well, you know, you never know. I mean, in the 1920s,
supposedly Summit was the last train stop, even at that time, and then there were a lot of boxing camps in Madison and Chatham. So I think he would write.
And a lot of people came for the fresh air. And I know Hemingway liked to drink, so he probably had a hangover in the morning and went to the Summit Diner.
It could be, you know.
What?
It could have been.
It's a good backstory for you, Jim.
It's a good story.
But anyway, thank you so much for bringing this love into Summit.
there is always room for dessert. I'm sure you would agree. I'm with the owners of Natale's Bakery, Patty and Ed, and we are looking at the most delicious array of desserts, including your iconic Philly fluff cake. And tell me about that fluff cake. Is this a family recipe?
No, it really isn't. It's one of our previous bakers. It was a recipe from post-World War II when Kraft was peddling their cream cheese to bakeries. It was a recipe he never tried, and one day he made it and it took off.
Well, it absolutely took off around here. I know people come from far and wide to have that Philly fluff cake. And how long have you been here in Summit?
We've been, well, my father started in 1938, but my brother and I took over in 1982, which is about 35 years.
And still going strong.
And still going strong.
And I also see you have a lot of treats that look like they're for Easter. I see some cupcakes with carrots on them. And will you be having a big selection?
Yes, absolutely. Probably as this week approaches and April 1st approaches, we'll have our full line of Easter products in our store.
Oh, I can't wait. This looks wonderful. And I also understand that you are the recipients of an award tonight as well for participating 30 years.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start eating. Thank you both so much for bringing all the sweet things to Summit. We've pulled ourselves away from the tables as hard as it was.
Clink my glass.
To talk to some of the trustees that are here tonight. Hi, and you are?
Lori Dahl.
And you are one of the trustees of the Historic
Trustees, yes.
And you are?
Chris Siebert.
And you have my favorite thing, dessert whippy pie's delicious. And you are?
Wayne Smith.
And can you tell us a little bit about what this event is and why it has been such a success for 30 years?
I think it's a casual Sunday night. Everybody in town knows everybody, gets to come out, see everybody. I think it's a great time also for all of the owners of the restaurants to be able to see their clientele, people that they see all the time, and to see each other. They don't typically get out of their restaurant to go see the guy that owns the restaurant down the street, and they look forward to mingling with each other, and it's fun.
And tell us a little bit about the Carter House. Chris?
Carter House was built in 1741. It's been occupied all this time. There's always been someone living in it, and it's a wonderful museum.
And it's the home of the Summit Historic Society, is that correct?
Our Historical Society home. We have an office in the back, and we have all sorts of records and information on Summit and families and organizations. And we do this so that we can keep working on the history of Summit. We also have a garage with a 1927 Seagrave chemical fire engine.
Well, then put it on your list.
The kids love that.
Oh, absolutely. So anyone who hasn't stopped by the Carter House, please do so. And anybody who has not been to the Taste of Summit, you are missing a great
This
night.
is actually our biggest fundraiser of the year. So we encourage as many people as we can because we need to raise the money to maintain the building and everything.
Well, I hope the night is as successful as it looks and as it tastes. Thank you, and keep eating.
Another restaurant that everyone loves in Summit is an Italian restaurant. And I'm talking to Mentor Battici. The Battici family started this restaurant in Summit after having a restaurant in New York City. Is this right?
Correct. 23 years in New York City. And now we're in Summit. August will be 22 years.
22 years in the same location.
Same location, correct.
And everyone is probably saying, and what's the name of their restaurant?
Yeah, Fiorino.
Fiorino.
38 Maple Street, right downtown Summit.
Let me tell you something. I've had some great meals there. And I'm so glad your family decided to move across
the river. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Now, you know, I always like to get the backstory of places. Why did they come to Summit from New York City?
So at the time that my father sold his restaurant he had a restaurant in the Greenwich Village Hat Tavern for 23 years. 95, the city was kind of turning. It was turning into kind of more of a dog-eat-dog world. you know, and he just wasn't really about that. And we always lived in New Jersey, and he was finally had enough of it and just decided to sell. And he found a place in Summit and fell in love with it. And
so he was so smart. He picked the best town.
Yeah, he picked the best town. Couldn't have picked a better location, you know. So it's great, you know. And obviously, the support from the town, from the locals, is unbelievable, really.
Well, everybody loves it. Now tell me what Beth is going to eat.
So over here, so it's a roasted squash farro. We got a little bit of zucchini and butternut squash, pecorino, and a reduced balsamic. We also had an eggplant parmesan. Everybody seemed to enjoy, but it's gone. We went through 3 trays of the eggplant parmesan. So
Beth, I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it, Beth.
But this is fantastic. This is a fantastic dish.
Among the multitude of guests tonight, we are here with Summit's Mayor, Nora Radis. Welcome, Mayor Radis.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
I think everyone is glad to be here. So what have you been tasting?
I've been tasting everything. Honestly,
good for you.
I started at that end of the room, and I've made myself all the way around, finishing up at Natale's for the baked goods. But it's great to see the old faces, the people that have been here a long time, like Fiorino's. This is their 21st year. And then the new restaurant, Piatino. So it's very exciting.
And very soon the weather's going to get warm. People are going to start filling the sidewalks.
That's right. We've just approved some of the sidewalk cafe applications, so they'll be opening up very soon. And we're going to be putting the parklet out in front of Batavia and Tito's Burritos. That's going to go back out on April 15th.
Wonderful.
So people really liked that last year, so it's good. And we won't have the construction downtown, so that will be nicer. And West Elm is done, so the dumpster's gone.
So that's all good news.
It'll be prettier, yeah. So it's great. I love this event. It's great to see. There's some kids here. There's a young group of boys that's going to start They're playing soon at the band.
And we're going to try to take our cameras over there and see them. So I'm glad to see that you and just about everybody else is enjoying this wonderful.
Great. It's a 30th anniversary. The Historical Society is very important. You know, if we don't have the history of our community, we forget. And I give them a lot of credit for maintaining our roots.
Beth, this has really been a fun evening. It's been wonderful to do this show with you tonight. And aren't we lucky to be in Summit?
Well, we certainly are. And from the looks of this crowd, I think there's so many people who share that sentiment. What a fabulous night. What a delicious night.
We have to thank the Summit Historical Society and again extend to them a wonderful future. They've had 30 great years and many, many more.
And they've had a wonderful past as well, and we hope they continue to bring us information and programs to remind us where we came from and where we're going.
Very well said, Beth Brier. But you know what we have to do?
I think I know what we are thinking.
It's wine time.
We need to make a toast.
Yes. So we are going to go to the bar. I'll buy you a glass of Prosecco, maybe.
Thank you, Paula. I knew it would be Italian.
And Paula Mooney.
And Beth Brier.
From Hometown TV saying, Buonanotte.